For many years now, I have gotten paid because of my writing skills, my ability to write, my ability to speak, but specifically my ability to write. Let me tell you a story about how long my desire, my passion, my possibly even skill of writing first started. Second grade, transferred to a new school. The school that I had attended did not have second grade in the building, and so here I come to a new school. This school was a school that was a predominantly black school, predominantly minority based in terms of the students school. With that, though, came a majority of white teachers, a majority of white female teachers. I would have several firsts in this school. One of those firsts would be that I would meet a couple of first cousins that I'd never met. I would end up in class with one of them and meet the older, younger brother. And so that would be the start of a great relationship. But another first that I experienced was the first time that I was told by a teacher and the administration that I cheated. Second grade, about 3 weeks, 4 weeks into the school year, and we were given an assignment to go home and to write a story. So I can't tell you what the writing prompt was, but I can say that from the time that the teacher gave us this assignment, I was stoked. I was real hyped. And so I went home and I gave everything I had to this writing assignment. Now, backing up a little bit, we are 3 to 4 weeks into school year. I was not the type of student that was excited about learning. I was not the type of student that was going to take every bit of homework that was given to me, every home-based assignment that was provided to me, and bring it back on time. I wish that I was, but I just wasn't as a second grader or a first grader for that matter. So with that being a part of my reality, there was judgment placed. Internally, feel this excitement about the writing assignment. I go home, I give my all to the writing assignment, I complete the writing assignment, and I take it back to my school, to my class, to my teacher the very next day. Turn in the assignment, and maybe an hour had passed, and I was pulled aside by the teacher and can't remember every single word, but bluntly put, I was accused of someone helping me on this assignment, someone writing this assignment for me. A parent, probably my mom, but there was no way that I did this assignment. There's no way that I did this writing. Not based on the history that was passed from the other schools, or not based on what I had displayed those weeks up to this point. So, call home. Now, here's where it becomes interesting and tricky. So, at the time, my mom worked and went to school. Went to school during the day while I was in school, and worked in the evening. No one was home when I was home in the evenings. Provided food, cooked food, made sure that there was something there for me to eat each night. But no, there wasn't, not Monday through Friday did I have every day someone home with me. And that particular homework day, that evening, mom wasn't home. That was on me. So she was in school at the time, but the school, the homework, even after that, no, my mom didn't do a lot of helping in that aspect. Eventually, I was in programs where I could ask for some help, but for the most part, it was on me. So the irony that I was accused of receiving help from someone that wasn't able to be there to help because of socioeconomic circumstances, and the fact that on this particular assignment where you had to write and there was something in me that loved to do that, and then I'm accused of receiving help or cheating and or not being the one that completed this had to be a great piece of work. I don't even remember what I wrote and any of that, but it had to be. Like, if it was a piece of junk, then I don't think that this would have been an issue. But I had to have done something right. This was second grade. I am 7, maybe 8. No, I couldn't understand. Eventually, the truth came out that Kevin was the one that completed this assignment word for word, without any help, without any guidance, without any prompts aside from what the homework prompt was. But the damage had been done. I no longer trusted educators. Actually, no longer. If I believed in the education system to begin with, then I lost that belief that moment. From the rest of second grade on to really the end of my junior year in high school, almost made it a point to give the teachers, the educators, the support staff, and anyone else that had anything to do with my experience hell. You are experiencing students like that you feel like they're on a mission to make your teaching experience and the learning experience of the other scholars in the classroom a living hell. I'm here to inform you that that is not the case. From a lived experience point of view, and then from a experience working and being in the classroom and dealing with many of those same types of scholars, being one of those types of scholars. To recognize your student, to recognize your scholar, to recognize that individual in your classroom on a daily is to know that that scholar brings certain strengths and certain traits and certain personality pieces to your classroom, to you, every day. To recognize those things is to say, scholar, I see you. Before you can grab the mirror, before you can hold the mirror up, you got to be able to see. From elementary to high school, whether our kids are doing jumping jacks, waving their hands in front of you, whether they are screaming for your attention, they are showing you parts and pieces, both large and small, of who they are. Things that in other people in our history, other people in our society, from now in the 21st century to the 19th to the 18th to the 20th and so on, have made huge impact on our civilization. Those things that we applaud, those things exist in your students, and they're showing them to you. Individuals earn Nobel Peace Prizes, Purple Hearts, Medals of Honor, Pulitzer Prizes, Oscars, Emmys, Grammys, degrees for displaying and putting in the work associated with various traits. Those traits exist in your students and they show them to you every single day. It is now time for us to see them.